Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something that I've clearly done in the past. Like look at the stack of trading cards right now. Yes, I'm making another trading card. So at this point you're probably like, "Girl, why are you doing some more? Like, you clearly have enough. Why continue?" Well, I'll tell you why, okay? Cowboy Carter. So when I first made these cards, I had this idea in mind that when I went to the Renaissance World Tour, I would give away these trading cards to people at the tour. And guess what, guys? I'm going to Cowboy Carter. So we had to do it again. We had to run it back. So that's kind of the catalyst for making these cards one more time, one more go. I don't know. I like debated. I really thought about it because it is effort to make these cards, but I had enough people asking me if I was gonna do one, so I kind of had to. I would be lying if I said that just people asking about the trading cards was the only reason for wanting to draw this. Clearly not. I am a huge Beyonce fan, but in addition to that, she's made such a strong visual character with the Cowboy Carter character that I really wanted to kind of put my own spin on it or like emulate it in some way. It's just been very striking to me. In particular, the long platinum blonde hair, which in every picture where she has those really long platinum blonde hair, it feels like the hair has taken on a life of its own. It's always billowing, it's doing something. It's never just static, and it's been very fun to see. Also, the finger guns. There's one picture in particular where she is with the hat sitting low. I mean, not this one, but but she has the hat sitting low, the hair blowing in the wind, and she's like doing the finger guns. She's not in this outfit, but I think this outfit was more the iconic Cowboy Carter fit, so I went with that. But that hair blowing in the wind, finger guns in particular, I was like, I need to do something with that. It's actually been interesting to do the trading cards now that I've done enough of them and of very different people. It's been interesting to see how many people I've had to kind of create a whole new character based on their personalities or what I perceive them to be, versus how many kind of have personalities that come out or characters that come out through their work. So particularly with musicians, I realized that it didn't take much to create this persona. And that's probably because for musicians, they put the persona into like part of the marketing and like fueling of the album or maybe a music video. They create characters that are kind of like pieces of their own identity, versus with the Tom and Zendaya card, without it being like a quote-unquote character that they acted as, I had to like create a feel for them that would work for the card. Just to give an example of like two cards that I haven't done yet, but I've debated, if I were to do a Chaperone card, she has so many dramatic looks and outfits that I could make a character based on that would still be representative of Chaperone, the singer, versus if I were to do Timothée Chalamet without it being representative of Paul Atreides or why am I blanking on Timothée Chalamet characters right now? One of the other people that he's played in a movie, that card would be representative of that character versus of Timothée Chalamet if I were to put it in one of those outfits. So it would require some finessing of like me thinking about like, okay, what could I dress him as, and making up of an outfit so that it would still represent him, the actor, versus him, a character in a movie. Does that make sense? I hope so. Granted, I do think if I were to put him in a baggy pink shirt and put Miss Lawton on it, the girls that get it, they would get it. They'd know exactly what I meant. Okay, let's take a minute to talk about hands for a little bit. I'm not the best at drawing hands. They're very hard, as anyone who's ever tried to draw knows. So sometimes in the middle of a piece, I'll realize this hand does not work, and I'll stop and I'll take a lot of reference pictures, which is what's happening here. This is me trying to figure out the best angle so that I can draw exactly how it should look. So yeah, don't be afraid to reference everyone. Take your pictures, do what you gotta do. And because they are your own reference, pictures that you took yourself, you are free to absolutely trace those hands. Which is what I did for the, well, it's our right, but I think it's the left hand, but whatever. That's what I did for the left hand, which you see me do right there. And then for the hand that's like the finger guns, pretty much had the shape down correct. So all I did was take the reference picture to kind of paint it out properly, because there was something a little off about it. So I just needed to verify what was going on with them hands. So yeah, this was our little moment to talk about reference and be okay with using them. Do what you gotta do. So I'm not sure what to say will come next with the trading cards. I definitely, who am I kidding? I'm gonna do one for Act 3. It kind of just feels like we got all the way here. Why not keep going? So I will probably do something with Act 3. But I'm not sure if I want to necessarily pursue them again for a while. I feel like I want to give them a little break. Mostly because I did like 6 of them in a year last year. And I was doing a thing where I was kind of cranking one out for, I did a different design for the Renaissance ones, which is why there's so many Beyonce cards. I did a different design based on 3 different shows. So I went twice, brag. I went twice, so I did 2 different designs to give out at concerts that I went to, and then I did another one for a friend of mine who went to a show in Chicago. So that's why there's so many designs. And I think as a promotional item, they're pretty useful. And at concerts and stuff, it was kind of nice. I think the camaraderie of a concert kind of lends itself to wanting to be like, oh hey, we shared this thing together, here's a trading card. That was pretty cute. So I do like that aspect of it, but yeah, I think I might take a break. She might be retiring the trading cards for a little bit. But the good news is they still live on my Etsy, or whenever I go to a convention, you can buy them for me there. We're nearing the end of the video now, so just letting you know, if you like this design, if you'd like to have a trading card of your very own, they will be in my Etsy store, which all the links are down below. Also, if you want any of the other trading cards that I have, there are a couple of them that are still in stock on my Etsy, so yeah, feel free to head on over there and pick yourself up a couple. I also have a couple of them that have sticker variants and postcard variants if you're interested. Other than that, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. Also, shout out to the new subscribers that have found their way over to my channel. I think we are now at 500 subs, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you know what? As YouTube told me, that's enough people to fill a jumbo jet engine. And I'll take it. That's incredible. So thank you so much, everybody. New videos on my channel every other Saturday. And with that, do all the YouTube things down below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.